School of Management Studies IGNOU presents an audiobook on the course MMPC 008 Information Systems for Managers for MBA program. Block 4 Support Systems for Management Decisions. Unit 15 Emerging Trends in IT. Part 2.
E-commerce, essential components and future issues. E-commerce is widely used application of internet for business organizations. It is the most acclaimed buzzword which gained popularity even in the aftermath of so-called dot-com technology boom and diffusion in adopting web technology. Every business today necessarily requires active support of IT tools, especially internet, for maintaining websites and for the unified communications. Though various business models evolved and still the process of finding the most suitable model with secured access for different business proposition is continuing, the impact of e-commerce practices can be felt and acknowledged without any reservations. Use of this has been experienced in the pandemic period for online services towards purchase of consumer goods, household goods, entertainment, gaming, education, and many more for survival. This section provides a brief description of modern practices and emerging trends related to technology, design, and security issues involved in e-commerce. Wireless Internet. All business companies in the field of communication are developing and marketing wireless communication services and products required for facilitating business through wireless Internet. Instant unified messaging are available to customers and others involved for connecting faster. Anything you can do on the internet can be accessed via your WAP, Wireless Application Protocol, cell phone. WML, Wireless Markup Language, has been designed for devices with small displays. It is based on XML, Extensible Markup Language. The focus now is on the development of open, generic software products and platforms based on the WAP standard. Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a wireless technology which is used low-cost, short-range radio links between mobile PCs, mobile phones, PDAs, and other portable devices. By using Bluetooth, user can connect a wide range of telecommunication and computing devices without cable giving much relief to organizations and users. Data updated on one device is automatically transferred to all other connected devices seamlessly. Portals. Portals are the organization's websites for making businesses. They combine a portfolio of basic content, communication, and commerce sites. For the most part, they started out as search engines. There are mainly two types of portals, vertical and horizontal portals. However, with a wide range of applications, they can be categorized in different types of portals. Vertical portals are the sites that focus on a particular content, category, commerce opportunity, or audience segment with a broad set of services. Examples of such portals are Chem Industry, Construction Plus, eBay, etc. Horizontal portals are web portals which focus on wide range of topics and interests for general audience, for example, Google.com, MSN.com, etc. Marketplace portals support business-to-business and business-to-customers e-commerce. They also provide software support for e-commerce transactions with ability to find and access information about the products on sale. Further categories could be geographical portals, access portals, media portals, search portals, payment portals, etc. As the website of the business organization offering e-commerce services are their front offices and showcases for their customers, a good design can make a website stand out among dozens of competing sites selling similar products. A well-thought-out presentation can boost traffic and sales. The best designed sites keep customers coming back. Simplicity seems to be the best strategy in web design for e-commerce. E-commerce managers and web design staff must ensure that it's easy for users to download a page find an item, make a purchase, and navigate through page after page without losing track of the starting point. Navigation is seen as the key, the first step to building a simple yet effective e-commerce site. Online shopping. The biggest hurdle in online shopping faced by the customers is lack of opportunity to physically verify the suitability of the product for his or her needs. In some category of products, it becomes almost impossible to make a decision based on the passive display of product. Innovations in these directions are aimed to remove this hurdle, and some of the sites have shown a path to resolve this problem. IT tools for direct response applications should be used extensively to allow merchants and retailers to offer their customers an interactive shopping experience based upon scenes, photos, or pictures that contain embedded, contextual advertising and merchandising links. The approaches that allow customers to see the products in real time before they purchase are required to be encouraged. Catering websites to customers' preferences increases the depth of knowledge about customers, reduces customer acquisition costs, and builds brand loyalty. This is known as site personalization. Personalization means presenting the site visitor with specific information based on his or her identity or behavior. It is all about making the content more relevant for the user. The tools for personalization include clickstream tools, which watches the pages that the visitor browses and keeps track of time spent. Thus, they know where the customer has been on the site. Other tools such as collaborative filtering tools examine data based on explicit preferences, and statistics about likely purchases come from the patterns shared with similar users in the database. Rules-based systems build user profiles and incorporate business rules driven by the site owner, and also barriers which include price and privacy concerns. Live customer service companies are responding to customers' requests for customer service throughout 24 hours, 7 days a week. One of the ways by which they have done this is to create a virtual assistant to ask questions like a real person would ask, and as a result, gets or delivers email or instant live messages from or to the customer. In case customers want to talk to a real person, the request is executed accordingly. E-businesses are realizing that customer service is the bottom line when it comes to how successful they will be. Privacy in the context of e-commerce. One of the most controversial topics in e-commerce today is the privacy of customers. The most common apprehensions are like, what are they doing with our information? Why do they want it? What will they do to our so-called private lives? In order for business to build lasting and fulfilling relationships with customers, they need to know as much about them as possible. However, as all of us are aware, this information is being used for purposes other than to serve us. The big question for e-businesses is how to collect their customers' information yet still maintain their trust. This has been an issue right from the beginning and will go further in future. E-business will have to learn to balance personalization with privacy issues. Companies must only gather and use data that will help their customers complete the business on their website. However, the reality is that information is routinely being sold and used for purposes other than the reasons the information was originally gathered. So, what are the organization's responsibilities? Personalization on the web takes two basic forms: collaborative filtering and profiling. Both are the attempts to collect specific information that will be valuable to generating additional traffic, click-throughs, and revenue on websites. Collaborative filtering is voluntary. It takes information provided by the user and predicts what information will be of interest to him or her. It can also compare a user profile with those of other users to create common interest groups and make recommendations based on other customer preferences. In profiling, a visitor's actions are observed and gathered through the use of a cookie, a unique identifier for that customer. Subsequent user clicks identify patterns of behavior and interests, which result in the presentation of specific information to websites visited. There is also the ability to allow the collection of information on an individual's cookie across multiple sites. Open Source Model for Customer Data CPEX, Customer Profile Exchange, is a standard which is followed by e-business companies to gather customer information for further use by them for their respective businesses. The standard has been developed by a group of large companies, making it to be followed for e-business. It facilitates the privacy-enabled exchange of customer profile information. The CP Exchange specification defines a data model for profile information that relates a customer or other business partner to an enterprise. The CP Exchange specification also defines metadata for associating privacy controls with various subsets of the profile information, as well as operations for query, delivery, and update of this information. This information is represented in Extensible Markup Language XML, which can be exchanged through messages. Customer service issues. Bad customer service has a negative effect on e-business. Technical difficulties with shopping carts, failure of customer service representatives to respond to inquiries, and frustrations about returning items are among the issues that customers often complain about. Standard for e-commerce. A need for standard in e-commerce has been recognized, and the standard for Internet commerce was developed by Global Information Infrastructure (GII) in association with Ziff Davis. GII is defined as a seamless web of infrastructure for new services and activities based on the strategic use of all types of information. The Commerce Standard is a codification of best practices in Internet commerce developed by a community of world-leading thinkers and practitioners. It specifies the merchant practices and policies that lead to high levels of customer satisfaction, service, security, and privacy. The standard for Internet commerce meets 5 primary needs. Together, these 5 needs make it crucial that the commerce standard is developed and implemented. The standard for Internet commerce is needed 1. To increase consumer satisfaction and confidence in doing business on the Internet by merchants and customers as a way to establish merchant credibility and trustworthiness. 2. To help merchants provide a world-class customer experience, innovate rapidly, and lower their costs. 3. To support and enhance self-regulation of Internet commerce. And 4. To help merchants and customers to deal with proliferation of guidelines and symbols. 5. To help merchants and customers follow the norms set up by the authorities and regulatory bodies to safeguard the business transactions and customer interests. Blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. A typical database stores data on a particular subject accessible to users. The users of this database could be at one place in the organization or scattered over different regions. Distributed databases are those available at different places and accessible through networks for sharing the content by authorized users. Blockchain technology is based on the concept of distributed database. It is a structure that stores transactional records of the public in several databases connected over the network of users. The transactional records are called blocks. The databases are known as the chain, in the network connected through peer-to-peer nodes. Typically, this storage is referred to as digital ledger. Every transaction in this ledger is authorized by the digital signature of the owner, which authenticates the transaction and safeguards it from tampering. This guarantees the safety of the information contained in the digital ledger. To understand better, the digital ledger is like a Google spreadsheet shared among numerous computers in a network, in which the transactional records are stored based on the actual activities performed. The activities could be related to actual purchases made, items issued from stores on a day, and so on. The interesting part is that anybody in the group can see the data, but they can't alter or corrupt it. To be more precise, a blockchain is shared among the nodes of a computer network. As a database, A blockchain stores information electronically in digital format. Blockchains are best known for maintaining a secure and decentralized record of transactions using digital currencies. Blockchain is based on trust without the need for a trusted third party. One key difference between a typical database and a blockchain is how the data is structured. A blockchain collects information together in groups known as blocks that hold sets of encrypted information related to the transactions. This information is mainly about digital key, date, and time, and other related information. Each block has certain storage capacities. When the transaction is complete, then block is closed and linked to the previously filled block. This forms a chain of data known as the blockchain. The same steps are performed by one and all in the group. A typical database usually structures its data into tables. A blockchain structures its data into chunks that are strung together. This data structure inherently makes an irreversible timeline of data when implemented in a decentralized nature. Each block in the chain is given an exact timestamp when it is added to the chain. The goal of blockchain is to allow digital information to be recorded and distributed, but not edited. In this way, a blockchain is the foundation for immutable ledgers or records of transactions that cannot be altered, deleted, or destroyed. This is why blockchains are also known as a distributed ledger technology, DLT. Because of the decentralized nature of blockchain, all transactions can be transparently viewed by either having a personal node or using blockchain explorers that allow anyone to see transactions occurring live. Each personal node has its own copy of the chain. Chain gets updated as new authenticated blocks are confirmed and added. Since records stored in the blockchain are encrypted, only the owner of a record can decrypt it to reveal their identity. This is done by using a public-private key pair. This industry has come up by investing millions by leading companies in convening networks, establishing governance models, developing flexible blockchain technology, and more. It is easy for those who want to join others in the ongoing movement to transform the food supply, supply chains, trade finance, cross-border payments, and many more. IBM Blockchain Services is the industry's leading blockchain services provider with more than 500 clients project backed by thousands of technical and business experts. The currency used in blockchain is named as cryptocurrency. It is digital currency that can exist in any form, digitally or virtually. It uses cryptography to secure transactions from peer to peer without involving any bank or regulatory mechanism. It is not in terms of physical money to be carried out for exchange. They are purely as digital entries to an online database. When you transfer in cryptocurrency, then the transactions are recorded in a public ledger. Cryptocurrency is stored in digital wallets. Because of cryptography used to verify transactions, it has been named as cryptocurrency. Advanced coding is involved in storing and making transactions to provide security and safety. Units of cryptocurrency are created through a process called mining. This process involves computers to solve complicated mathematical problems by using encryptions to finally generate digital coins. Users can also buy the currencies from brokers, then store and spend those using cryptographic wallets. If you own cryptocurrency, you don't own anything tangible. What you own is a key that allows you to move a record or a unit of measure from one person to another in the group without any third party. The first cryptocurrency was Bitcoin, which was founded in 2009 and remains the best known today. Other main cryptocurrencies as of now are Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple. Ripple can be used to track different kinds of transactions, not just cryptocurrency. Non-Bitcoin cryptocurrencies are collectively known as altcoins to distinguish them from the original. Bitcoin uses, as stated above, peer-to-peer technology to operate with no central authority or banks. It is open source and can be accessed by all. Nobody owns or controls Bitcoin. Managing transactions and issuing of Bitcoin is carried out collectively by the network. Transactions are secured by cryptographic signatures, preventing other people from spending your money. Proof of work, POW, accomplished by you prevents other people from undoing, rearranging, or losing your transactions. Sending Bitcoins across the borders is as easy as sending them next door without waiting time and without paying any extra fee towards transactions for any international transfer. There is no limit on minimum or maximum amount.
We were listening to the audiobook by the School of Management Studies IGNOU for MBA program, course code MMPC 008, Information Systems for Managers. Course Coordinator, Professor Anurag Saxena, School of Management Studies, IGNOU. Voiceover by Renuka. Edited by Uday Sharma. Program assisted by Jagbandhu Jana. Program produced by Dr. Manoj Kumar Singh. This program was brought to you by Electronic Media Production Center of Indira Gandhi National Open University.